It's a very low barrier to get into the Gronk Squad.
That's crazy!
We've committed to do the Daily Talk Show for 10 years.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Put it in the calendar.
I just like to check the temperature in the room. I told you my squeegee story.
It is outrageous.
Come on, let's go.
Ryan Shelton!
Yeah.
Happy 1000th, guys. It is an absolute honour to be here especially at this stage of the game. I said to Josh when I spoke to you about it a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, I was like, I can't come on at the end. Like, that's absolute jumping on the bandwagon.
Well, you
Too
absolutely
much,
can.
as in it's a nice, it's
prestigious.
a special.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I would have thought you guys would have wanted this time, unless you're kicking me out in 5 minutes. I would have thought you guys would have wanted this time for yourselves.
Well, this is our first hour. So we're going until 10 tomorrow.
So this is the equivalent of like the 6 a.m. hour on breakfast show.
Yeah. No one
no, this is the final bit. I mean,
an hour 29 minutes on the nose right now. Now at 29. Then we're done.
And Ryan, you've got to.
You go into 11.
10:40, but I think TJ's wanting to make up a little bit of time potentially.
No. That'd take us out.
Is that okay? Well, how are you
10:30?
going timing wise, Ryan?
Yeah, I'll do
What do you
whatever.
got on at this time of hour? I mean, it's amazing.
Well, you've got a stuff with America.
I've got stuff with America, but it's not until like 2 a.m. So
and that's the outfit. You're actually dressed up for the phone
actually,
call.
I didn't think about that. This is an American hat. Now, the only reason I'm wearing this is because I've been keeping this hat. It's been sitting in my closet for years.
What's that?
It said I only wear on 1,000 show-ups. So I thought, well, this is like a perfect. You don't get this opportunity much. So
It's a 1,000th hat.
What is that hat? What's the brand of it?
Oh, mate, you wouldn't have heard of it. R.M. Williams. It's a little brand.
So you've
that's up
come.
and coming.
You've come bearing gifts.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's slightly selfish. I thought, like, well, I can't have McDonald's tonight and feel good about it unless I make it like a gift situation.
Yeah.
So I've overspent. I've bought my guilt pretty much.
I had a client say to me, I said, would you like a coffee? I called them before they got here. I said, do you want coffees? I'm going to go get coffees. And they said, you're really going all out to impress us, Josh. And I said, actually, I just wanted the coffee and I thought it would be too awkward to sip my coffee during the meeting.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
It's a little bit of this.
Yeah.
But he laughed and he loved it.
It's my hands. They're fucking huge.
That will be the promo.
The biggest hands in the business. Can you actually just say?
Quote.
Hang on, give me a sec. Can I just get you saying the biggest hands in the business?
Yeah, sure. That reminds me of Josh's hands, the biggest hands in the business.
Beautiful. Now you don't have headphones on, but I put some sick reverb on that.
No, I heard it.
He's got the speaker.
Great, you still heard it.
At first I panicked and then I thought, it's reverb.
It's all reverb.
Standard studio trick.
I mean, GB and I have been having so much fun with the reverb. I feel like you could really get around it. There's all sorts of fun things like GB. Do you want to go into the closet?
I just duck into the closet now.
Yep. What's in there?
I'm an archivist, so I can find some
Massive closet.
Yeah, it's quite big. There's a lot of files, and I can just look around.
You should really, I mean, especially while you're doing the show in there, you should think about some like sound insulation or something like that. Because it's just really, it's really echoey. If you're going to be recording in there, I'm just saying. Otherwise,
Ryan spent a lot on getting rid of the sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you did.
I did. Well, I haven't yet.
Oh, haven't you?
Actually, I was just looking at your mic stands.
Oh yeah, you like these?
Yeah, I want them. Yeah.
Well, every guest gets one.
Don't you tease me.
We do have 2 spares.
I love these cups. I love them.
They are great.
Yeah.
And you putted for that, so you deserve it.
Every
You
time I
deserve
drink
it.
from it.
What have you done 1,000 of in your life, Ryan?
Cheeseburgers. Other than cheese. You can't say cheeseburgers.
Per year, push-ups. What? 1,000 of?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great question. Well, I just did 3,500 kilometers in my car on a road trip.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Where'd you go?
Up sort of past Newcastle on like a little adventure with my girlfriend. And
Cute.
It was great. It was really cute.
Did you? You've actually just come back from it. That's
Yeah, God, just been on the bloody road.
Did you
round
take
about
that
cattle.
hog? Did you take that big hog down there?
Fucking oath, bro.
How's it run? What are you paying per 100?
Oh, mate. Gee, didn't even.
Now,
didn't
what's
even
your fuel consumption per 100? Do you know?
It's not good. It's not good. Look, it's not. I'm not saving the world in that thing, but I did have a rooftop tent on it, and have you ever seen those rooftop tents? They just pop up.
I did a live broadcast from one of those shops up in Toka Mall or something up in regional Victoria. But I did like a break up in the tent, lying in there. G'day guys, Tommy here, Star FM. We're just down here at the blah blah blah, selling these camp. Come down. I'm in there right now. Cozy, very nice though. I never got to actually sleep in it.
Well, I mean, the one we stayed in was like we rented it, and I think it's a good one. Like it's like a I don't know why I'm talking up this thing. It's like a carbon fiber
good.
shell.
Yeah.
And it literally just pops up. You pop the top, and it goes up, and then you just sleep inside. It's like your own little room.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's in the
But
trees.
you elevated, so it's less snakes and
Just all
nasties.
the crocs and stuff. Don't get me.
yeah.
No.
Carbon fiber is one of those things that has a good rap, as in like got carbon fiber. You just saying carbon fiber, knew it.
Yeah, it's huge.
Think about Kevlar.
Yeah, carbon
Kevlar.
fiber. Yeah, it's a. I don't even know what it is.
Don't know.
Like I know that it's probably strong. Things I'm thinking strong,
Yeah.
light, grey.
Yeah. Like that. It's got that color. Yeah. I know exactly
Jet
what you're saying.
skis.
Like that weave. It's probably like some sort of.
Oh, the weave. So the weave
Yeah.
thing, I think of
It's the
like
fiber
the Tefla thing
within
right?
the carbon.
Like, yeah.
Georgie, do you want some chips?
Sure. I've actually got a gift for you, Ryan.
Bit of gift for me.
Yeah. I've been holding on to this since Christmas.
Oh my god, I haven't been able to find my mouth plate. Is this one? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's taken too long. I'm just going to leave it. I was like, oh, he's
Don't
coming in the
worry,
office. Great. I can give it to him.
A Christmas
So-
Oh my
card.
god.
Yeah. So
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here it comes.
My god.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this?
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it.
Oh,
that! The 1,000th hat's come off.
it knocked my hat off. That's how. Okay, so what this is, some people may know that I do this website. I do these things. Every month I release something on the 11th of every month. So I make videos and things, and it's just like a project.
Is how you explain it at family Christmas to your
Yeah,
auntie.
yeah. Well,
So what do you do, Ryan? What are you up to?
Well, if it's a family Christmas, I say, oh, well, I do a lot of stuff with Hamish and Andy. And they're like, oh. And like, yeah. And that's it. And they're like, oh, that sounds like things are going great. It's like, yeah, well.
They bug you for DVDs.
DVDs stopped being asked for some years ago, even free ones. The last thing I did last year was a clothing range, like a merchandisey kind of thing. And when I sent all the things out for the people who bought them, I took a Polaroid of myself in their clothes that they bought and put it in the package with it. So when they got it, they saw me wearing their clothes. And that was like just a little stupid thing. George has bloody Christopher Nolan'd me, and he's taken a photo of himself in it, holding the photo of me holding his clothes. So you know what he's getting next Christmas. Thank you, George. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
That is lovely.
I bloody live in it and it's comfy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
do you get wear out of it?
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm only wearing this because it's my archivist jacket.
Yeah, I
When I
feel
go
like
into
this
the
is. I think it's perfect timing. George, over to you asking Ryan.
For the archives?
No. Will he go to your wedding?
Oh.
What?
No, okay.
What?
This is...
Go.
Say what you really want, though.
No, you've put me on the spot here, Josh.
This
That's
is
fine.
In the break-
incredibly exciting and
No,
awkward.
no. We're not engaged or anything.
No, so Han and
So
George have been together for a long time. They're not engaged.
No,
but-
this was like, okay, I was just telling the guys this morning that a few months ago, we were just writing our list of people that we'd get to our wedding. And then I was like, I reckon by the time we get married, it'll be like probably 5 years or something. I reckon I'll probably Ryan will probably want to be on the BMC table. So
If this isn't ending in an invite, it's the cruelest thing you've ever done.
Go, just
Okay.
do it, George.
would you come to my wedding if I invited you?
I would love to be your best man. Oh wow!
This is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
When's the wedding?
Well, we haven't locked anything in yet.
Yeah. No engagement yet. They're not engaged.
Wow!
No,
So
we're
you're
not engaged.
inviting people before you actually
at a vibe.
propose?
Yeah.
George, I would be absolutely
thank you.
honoured. Thank you very much to be on the. Did you say head table or BMC table?
Yeah. BMC.
Head table's fine.
Yeah.
Head table's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Great. I'll
Is
be
it
there.
wrong that GB will now propose to speed it all up?
And great content for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a great way to bring us home, George.
I'll take it.
An on-air proposal. You know, if only he should have got like a Megatron, and then it could be on the Megatron on the show.
I love this.
If you actually read the golf ball that says, "Will you marry me?" on it, but she didn't look at it. Missed opportunity. But,
Ryan, have you, just while we're on George and his crafty work, have you seen the edit that George has put together to celebrate episode 1000?
No,
Would you like to see it?
I would love to see it. I love these edits. Okay.
all right, here we go.
Shoot.
All right, so here it is. Here is Georgie Boy's edit of looking back at the last 1,000 episodes of The Daily Talk Show.
48,000 minutes,
How long have I been here for?
Which equals?
800 hours,
Yeah, quite some time.
Which equals?
33.333 recurring days,
Just over a month.
175 guests,
Special guest in the studio.
5 unreleased episodes,
No chance,
Absolutely. We're starting again. Nah, it's fucked.
280 remote shows during COVID,
Put your hands up in the air if you're feeling a bit flat.
1 24-hour live stream,
Jeez, you're looking fresh. You look good.
3 breakdowns,
It's so fucking emotional.
countless broken promises,
A Seth Godin book written by me. I'll do the whole fucking thing.
a few kept promises,
It's been a promise that's taken a while.
But we're here.
1,000 episodes,
We're going to get to 1,000 episodes. We might need some fucking good strategies of how to deal with each other.
and a whole lot of bloody fun. Play the highlights.
G'day everyone, this is Tommy and Josh's new show called The Daily Talk Show.
You look so fucking awkward right now, how you're having to lean over to this microphone.
I promise every episode's not going to be nostalgic. Nostalgia alert. It is 11:50 in the morning.
No one gives a
here.
shit what time it is because they're listening to it at the time they want.
Our most referenced episode came up nice and early.
Episode 14.
We're not telling anyone about this podcast. I was experimenting, and that included using the squeegee in the shower and sticking the handle in my...
Then the milestone started rolling in.
Episode 40. Happy 50th episode, Josh. I'd be happy for us to get to 100 episodes of this podcast.
Yeah.
And fucking call it a day.
Yeah. However,
Yeah.
the 110th episode is when things fucking go bang. It's episode 100.
Guys, we did it.
For the next 100-ish episodes, Josh was travelling through Europe.
I think this is peak man flu right now.
The boys met up in New York to interview their idol Seth Godin, and they recorded episode 200 from In-N-Out Burger.
Episode 200.
Fast forward to January 2019. They committed to filming every episode. And for some reason, they always wore black and white t-shirts.
These fucking things are dumb.
Mr. 97 joined the team and showed what he could do on the food front.
You're the gift that keeps on giving.
He also proved he was up for anything they threw at him.
50 likes on this comment and Mr. 97 will bleach his hair.
But the lack of aircon all got a bit too much for Josh.
I don't like heat.
They had to move offices and build a $45,000 studio.
Let's pretend you're not trust fund babies.
Which we are.
3D Dill came over from Canada to do a 4-month internship. And he managed to write an entire book putting Josh's Seth Godin book promise to shame.
The binding is phenomenal.
In a quick 2-day trip to Sydney, they managed to pump out 10 episodes. Not bad, actually. Quite impressive.
You just dropped pizza on me. Oh my god. On my pants.
Episode 500 was a big event.
The highest level of testosterone.
Tommy Jackett,
Right.
no one's thrilled.
Gronk Hayden even got the original logo tattooed. The boys were then off to America. Underaged Mason managed to sneak into a bar,
Can we talk about the ID thing, or should we just avoid that completely?
and they did edibles. Apparently, Josh didn't feel anything. January 2020, Ryan Shelton joined us for a live show raising money for bushfire relief.
The DJ behind you is big.
Fucking Lockie.
Soon after, it was time. The bloody pandemic throwing a spanner in the works.
I sort of got my way, didn't I? I really wanted to work from home, and now
wanted to work from home.
Here I am.
We decided to go hard and connect with people all over the world. We even did a 24-hour live stream. Grace and Mason started chatting and then started dating. Hump Day Replay was born. God, that was fun. It then evolved into its own podcast, and we started making a whole bunch of other podcasts.
And welcome to Screenplay Sunday.
We came back in the studio temporarily,
I fucking hate being back at the office. I'm done.
but for episode 800, we were back into lockdown. The feeling of burnout was starting to become real.
I push out what I believe to be a fart, and I projectile.
But we pushed through with some great guests. Met up in a park for Mason's 21st. Tommy had some big news.
We're having another baby.
We ordered some big cups. We created the Camcorder Club. And Josh got obsessed with golf. And that pretty much brings us to now.
It is Ep 1000 week.
Yeah.
A massive thank you to all the guests and gronks who have joined us on this ride. We couldn't have done it without you all listening. And we are pumped to keep this baby going for the next 7 years.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Back to the show.
Oh, gee, boy. Pop that towards the door. We got a bottle of Moe. Hang on. Cutting to George. We're going to...
God.
Here we go. Could take out the ceiling.
Stand by.
You okay, George?
Here we go. Here we go.
$5,000 studio.
3, 2.
Come on.
Oh, very good, very
And
good.
we're drinking Moet out of cups.
Moet or Moe?
I believe it's Moet.
Because you've
Smart
said
ass.
both.
No, but what is it?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Would you like a little tipple?
Yeah, I'll have a little tipple. Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, there we go.
Guys, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What an
Thanks,
incredible
buddy.
thing. It is an
a bit
incredible thing. 1,000 shows.
Yeah.
It really is astonishing. Not because of you guys.
A little bit.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing edit, George. Like, it's so, what an incredible, yeah. It's such an emotive journey. Like, it really, like, that's amazing.
yeah.
That section where that breakdown section, what was that, Tommy?
Which one? The
So when we were crying. Yeah.
George would be, he's the archivist. If you want to send him into the cupboard to just talk to us about what happened in there.
Was that like a
Josh broke down.
You don't need reverb. Go on.
Can you pass that one to
Josh was
JJ?
crying for episode 800.
Thank you.
Just from pure emotion, I think, of just making it to 800 episodes.
yeah?
But we weren't very good supports because we were just pissing ourselves.
Laughing at him.
Yeah.
Great.
And Tommy's was actually quite emotional. I think yours was, it was about being a parent.
So mine was funny.
Yours was funny.
What was Tommy's about? Do you remember?
Oh, it was about being a parent, being more emotional as a parent, I think.
Yeah, sure.
In the middle of COVID, I think you were just...
Oh, it was about
Stressed.
the guilt of not being able to spend time with your kid or not being able to be present. I don't know. It's a lot of guilt being a parent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's great. It's fucking awesome. Oh, hang on, wait. Have it. You get cheers.
I didn't drink any.
To you guys.
Cheers, Ryan.
Incredible.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Happy
Congratulations.
1000. Wow.
Out of crystal. Beautiful.
That is amazing. And, sorry, party continues. This is from Trevor Long,
Oh my God.
Moet and Shandon. Is this a similar bottle? Like, is that the same bottle? He knows that we're going strong tonight on the Moet.
Jeez. It's expensive.
I actually need to blow my nose. I got a little boogie in my nose.
You okay? Everything stop. Everything stop.
Turn the mics
Go
off.
to a song.
No, it's like when I laughed.
You okay? Is this? Are you going to explode?
No, don't. Get him
see
his
it?
tissue. Get the guy a
Guys,
tissue.
Yeah, there's.
thank you. Oh yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Serviette will do the job. Hang
Off
on.
mic.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. How often does that happen?
It's every hour.
Oh my god. Oh, Josh, you haven't got it. You haven't got it. Okay, well, you let us know. Do you want me to hold the tissue for you? Do you need another one? Oh no. Do you need a cheeseburger?
I thought you were about to do a bushman's blow. Oof.
You got it.
Oh, that's disgusting,
Wow.
Josh. Don't
Sorry.
be a.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean to show.
Happy 1,000.
Yeah, we all have it, don't we?
Do we?
Incredible.
Sometimes.
We
Yeah,
actually,
always.
we actually got a review from a person named Stella saying she'd stop listening based on talking about snot.
Yeah.
Oh, do you talk about it that much?
Did once. Did
No,
once.
what was that about?
I literally said like, oh, the question I asked TJ was, do you have dry snot or wet snot?
Mm-hmm.
And that was enough to get a 1-star review for someone who said they were a big fan previously.
A big, I don't know, if a big fan leaves after that.
I know.
So,
So-
I mean, this is lovely. This
That's
is lovely having you here, having this
Yeah.
from Trevor, having
yeah.
you guys all here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What's
Very sweet.
sadder, that I didn't bring Moet, or that the McDonald's I bought is probably the same amount of money as
You know what? You know,
It
all shapes and
equals love.
sizes. And
Exactly.
fries. There's literally like 5 more fries.
Oh,
here.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
George, you want fries? You didn't grab yours.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm like pushing McDonald's so much, but I just bought so much of it.
Yeah. When he says bought so much of it, he means stock. He owns a lot of McDonald's.
Who does?
No, you. It was a joke.
Are you into any investing, crypto or stocks?
No, not at all.
No.
Investing, like money investing, kind of scares me. Well, not scares me, but I just don't want to have to learn about it, and I don't want to have to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that if like I think I've got like BHP shares from when I was 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I don't want to have
You
to.
look like a guy who has BHP shares, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got an oil rig, but other than that, nothing really that I can think of. I don't want the pressure of having to like check stock prices or then having the regret of not selling when everyone's like, "Oh, you should have sold. You didn't sell last week. You should have sold." I don't want that. I don't want that.
Have you read the Barefoot book?
I haven't, but my girlfriend has about 8 accounts with what's that bank? ING. She read it, yeah, but I haven't read it. No.
Yeah.
Maybe you have.
I listened to the audiobook on the way to his place because he told me that I need to probably have a read of it before.
On the way to his place or to the
Barefoot's house.
Oh.
Well, he's a client of ours, and I did some work with him at the farm, and I was like, I better, and so I used Josh's Audible account.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
Listen, you've one of the credits.
but no, I have listened.
I probably already owned it.
You definitely did.
I've definitely offered you before my Audible account, I reckon. It's sort of a nah.
I'd remember. I'd remember if you offered me
pretty
something
sure.
so generous.
Definitely have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's agree to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is episode 1000, so I'd prefer if you didn't bring up.
Yeah. No, he definitely, Josh definitely offered me his Audible
And that's
account,
my
and it
shirt.
was extremely generous.
That's my shirt too.
Yeah, this is Josh's shirt, my hat, but Josh's shirt.
But my shirt.
Yeah.
I remember the roses.
Well, you wouldn't forget the roses.
Is that a shirt you have in your cupboard, or you bought it for tonight?
I have in my cupboard.
That is great.
Yeah. But
That
again, it's like, no, it's not the 1000th shirt, but it's
It just says Josh on the back.
Josh Janssen's shirt.
When have you worn that shirt?
I reckon I've only worn it a couple of times, but when this comes out,
You're so
she
polite
comes
with
out.
that. Just a lot of
It's just a beautiful hat. I have no idea why I have this hat. I have a feeling I got it for like a shoot
Yeah.
at some point, and then got to keep it. And I don't really know. I don't really know when. This is the great chance to wear it. Obviously, 1000th
Yeah.
show. But it's just, I just love it.
Oh, we got someone downstairs right now.
Oh, that's another.
That's another delivery.
order. So Ryan, all day we've been getting Uber deliveries
From random gronks who are watching.
First bottle of Moet Chandon was from
Josh from New York.
New York.
Then we had Trevor Long from Sydney.
Yeah, and we've had Charles deliver a bottle
Charles
of wine.
from Bathurst has sent us a bunch of
that is lovely.
stuff.
What
Plus a lot
beautiful
more
gronks.
sweets.
Yeah.
And there's many things that we're missing here.
So what's this? Oh, this is exciting.
Well, so yeah, let's see what it is.
It looks like takeaway food of some sort.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, hang on. Was it toilet paper? Tissues.
Here we go. Hang on. Okay.
It's one of the more disappointing ones, Charles. But thank you.
Oh no, what has Charles brought?
Oh, you can open it, Ryan. It's a bomb. Okay, what's happened?
Oh, that's so sweet. 3-ply. That is so lovely. Is that Charles?
Yeah, that's Charles from Bathurst, is it?
And
Nah, thank you, Charles.
Oh, Alan's
there we go.
lollies. Your favourite.
snake?
my favourite.
Love a snake?
I love a snake.
No, do you love a snake?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
his favourite.
I mean,
Alan's.
not disproportionately. I love a snake if they're going around, but I'm not buying snakes. Probably.
Really?
I don't really buy lollies.
Just you know, you don't.
No, I never buy lollies.
Uh-huh. When
Never
I was
have.
when I was chatting to you the other day on the phone, I tried to guess what you were making for lunch.
Did you get it?
Well, it would have been an incredible guess. What did you guess again?
I thought you were having a tuna melt.
Okay,
Because that's what you were having.
Yes. Yeah.
Where were you?
Yeah,
Where were you?
yeah.
Give me some context. I want to guess too.
Where was I?
Yeah,
just
when you're
home.
making it.
Just at home?
Yeah, I was at home.
The farm life?
Farm life.
I think I already
But I don't
told
think-
you, so you already know.
No.
No, you told me. I was right next to you.
Okay.
And it's obscure.
Very.
What, the tuna melt?
No, whatever
what
he
you were-
had, I was shocked.
Oh, I don't even remember
I
what.
don't-
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I reckon it was couscous
Mhm.
with chicken.
No.
No.
So wrong.
No, so
It was a tuna melt.
no, it
What was
actually it was a wrap with a bunch of like veggies and salad.
True. Yeah,
You know.
it was. Yeah, it was just a salad wrap.
Yeah.
Salad wrap.
Are you
Not that
vegetarian?
obscure.
No, but I eat mainly vegetarian probably.
Yeah.
I'm trying actually. If you want to get into it, for the last like year, I've been doing vegan 2 meals a day.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is good.
And so, which meal do you not have vegan?
Depends.
Uh-huh.
Depends. Like usually dinner,
Mhm.
because dinner's usually the one you go out for.
Mhm.
So I can leave myself open to whatever,
Yeah.
rather than having to, make it easy for myself. But like breakfast is easy.
Mhm.
Lunch, if you're doing it yourself, easy.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Did you bring your torch?
No, I figured you'd have yours.
Did you get one?
I got 10,000 lumen.
You
Baby.
got the same one?
Same
Josh?
bloody one. Yeah.
And
I was so influenced. I saw it on the show and I was like, well, I need it. I need 10,000 lumens in my life.
Yeah.
And
Bought it.
so have you used it like spot any animals? Because you have like you can actually.
You're a cowboy.
Around here, it's like quite light still, even though it shines everything. But in the bush, it's dark, real dark.
On the road trip, we were camping, and if there was ever like a rustle in the bushes,
Yeah,
like animals
burnt them down.
they had no idea what was going on. Like, there's 10,000 lumens. But there was one campsite where there were these couple of wallabies like jumping around, and we had pancakes one morning, and there was like we dropped it on the ground, so just put it in the fire to then burn that night.
Yeah.
And as we were like leaving the campsite, there was a wallaby like hanging around, and I was like, "Who wants that pancake?"
Yeah.
And Jam, my girlfriend, was like, "Wallabies don't eat pancakes." I was like, "Wallaby's gonna eat a pancake?" Like as if
Definitely, yeah.
like if wallaby, like what does the wallaby eat? Like
On a
grass,
diet.
plants.
Yeah,
A fucking pancake is there.
yeah.
So, and then as we were leaving, we turned our back for like 2 seconds. It's in the fire pit.
In
There's
the
no
fire.
There's no
Okay,
fire.
yeah, sure.
It's in the morning, and like literally holding it with its paws and eating. I think we've got a photo of it.
That
online.
is
Nice.
cute.
And so you hit him with the 10,000.
No, this is a separate.
You strobed
story.
them.
Yeah.
I strobed them.
I
You-
thought it
how
was a
often-
kill story.
How
to be
much have
honest.
you used the strobe feature?
I didn't even know there was a strobe feature.
Yeah, you hold it down.
For how long?
Fucking 5 seconds and you'll blow someone's eyes out.
Yeah.
Wallaby. dead. It'll kill it.
You've been on air for too long.
No, it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
I once tried to actually. Do you think this is a question? Do you think a pigeon?
TJ's got
it's
really
more
good
fun to be a
asking.
game.
Yeah, okay, this is a game.
Anything I've got, I'm turning into games these days. Can we feel free to bring any games to the table?
Yeah.
Especially you, George. I like your games.
Can't think of any.
Okay, we'll come back
Eating
to us.
chicken nuggets in North Bondi, near the beach. Beautiful
Yay
spot.
or nay?
Near the beach, beautiful spot.
What's the game?
Pigeons are there.
Oh,
Just get to it, man. Fucking get
do you
into
feed
it.
him, yay or nay? Is going to
I
be the question.
threw some chicken nugget to the pigeon and a seagull. Oh no, not a seagull, pigeon. Do you think it ate it?
Yes.
Josh? Wake up. I thought you fell asleep for a second.
No, I'm going to go with, you had some chicken nuggets.
Yeah, do you think a pigeon would take my chicken nugget or
Yeah,
not?
definitely, yes.
George?
Yeah, I'm going to lock in yes.
It was a no.
Really?
That
Was there
was-
sweet and sour sauce on them?
No.
Well, that's why.
What a
Did it
burn.
pick it up and spit it out?
Nah. I don't think pigeons eat chicken,
Nuggets.
especially chicken nuggets.
Yeah, what about schnitzel?
Schnitzel?
Would it know the difference?
Schnitzel?
So
No.
what'd you say?
Schnitzel?
So are you being serious?
No, this is how our GM Jess says schnitzel.
What is it? Schnitzel?
Schnitzel.
Snitchel. so she swapped them around.
She's saying schnitzel.
I know another person who does that.
Yeah,
Snitchel.
yeah. Is that friend from Bendigo?
No way. Oh. No, yeah, schnitzel. I've heard someone say schnitzel before, but double shush. Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
But people would say schnitzel. I mean
Schnitzel.
that would be more common mistake.
Yeah.
And it's schnitzel.
Yeah.
Do you like Palmer's? Do you like Palmer's?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd actually prefer it without the ham.
Okay, yeah, sure. Have you been to Mrs. Palmer's?
No, that's the one in the city, isn't it?
Yeah, CBD.
I know about it.
Do you mention that because it's good, or is it?
No,
I think it's
just
like a
'cause
trap
it's
because it's in the name.
No, I think it's a place that has a lot of Palmer's.
You know that Donut King isn't the king of donuts.
Yeah, I know.
It's in the name.
I don't know why. Like, are you much of a CBD guy, as in Central Business District?
Well, because I live in Fitzroy, so I'm always in the city.
Good Palmer's around
Love
that
the city,
area.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part about the CBD?
I love walking through it. So I used to. I mean, I guess I still do. Not as much recently, but like our office is in South Melbourne, and I'm in Fitzroy. So when I would go to work, I would walk through the city.
Just pass it like Spencer Street sort of thing all the way down Clarendon?
I'd do Collins.
Yeah,
I'd usually
So you
walk
go-
down Collins,
Okay.
across Collins.
The Paris end?
You've got to walk through the Paris End to get to the other
Paris End.
Paris End.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful pub.
Why do they call
I
it
don't
the
know.
Paris End? It's
I
like
was filming.
fancy.
I was filming someone's show reel. There was a voiceover artist that wanted to get into doing some presenting.
A show reel.
A show
A
reel.
voiceover.
So it was a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
When is a break into a
She
new
wa- and
industry?
so she's like, you know what? I'm not getting any presenting gigs. This was 10 years ago.
Yep.
And so I just remember filming sort of a whip pan, and it would whip pan, and she says, "Now we're in the Paris end of Collins Street." And as a guy who was from the suburbs, I was fucking perplexed. I didn't know what was going on.
It's a bit wanky, isn't it?
Yeah, Paris end.
I mean, maybe back in the day, it was more Paris than the rest of Melbourne. But I feel like now the rest of Melbourne city has kind of caught up.
Unless it's got an Eiffel Tower.
Surely it's just
true.
because of all the Louis Vuitton and
that's
Chanel, just all the
that's true.
designer shops. That's the only connection to Paris.
That's probably it.
But then there's a bunch of shit areas in Paris.
There's a McDonald's up
But
there.
then there's high fashion in Paris.
Brie and I actually spent a lot of money on crepes at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower.
Done.
Have you ever had
imagine. I can only imagine how expensive crepes
Yeah, it
would
was
be.
silly. Over,
Yeah.
I think it was 29 euros for 2 crepes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
They
money.
get you.
Yeah. It came with a little bit of syrup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, worth it.
Yeah, it was good. Ian, have you ever fallen into a tourist trap?
Remember that segment?
Which throws back to a segment.
Yeah,
JB,
can you get
get some tourist trap stuff?
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, sure. He's pissed off.
Oh, wow.
The archivist is fucking ready.
Is that
ready
really your archivist jacket?
Yeah. How much would you pay for it? From not that I'm
Good,
selling
can
it
you
to you.
stand up?
Good game. Can you fashion? Can you go out the door, come back in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. So Georgie boy
Wow,
is
it's
going
a bit
to
Matrix, isn't it?
Hi, Neo.
ready and 3, 2, 1.
Mm.
It's from the op shop.
Oh, I was going to guess the price. Oh, you still
Yeah, no, you still guess.
Okay.
The price is
I'm going to say $12.
Double it. 25.
24.
well, guess what his dad does as a job. Guess what he is.
Another game, great game, Josh.
Yeah.
Because you won't get it. Very obscure, like his
Or
lunch.
to continue the theme, an actuary.
That is huge.
That is huge.
That
You
is-
can be best man.
I feel alive. Oh my god, is he an actuary? Actually, an actuary.
He actually is, yeah. Yeah.
Shit. I mean, that's an amazing get. That might be one of the best gets of 2021.
An actuary. I didn't even know what an actuary was.
I only know because in high school, my friend's older brother was the maths genius at school. He was so good at maths, and he was planning on trying to become an actuary. And I remember, and maybe you can clarify this. I remember at the time, it was like, an actuary, that's weird. But then he was like, no, there's only a few actuaries. Like, there's not many actuaries. So it's like, once you're an actuary, you're in. Like, once you get a job, it's like for insurance companies and stuff like that, isn't it? Is that
Hey, it's spot on. Yeah, my dad was the Australian government actuary. He was the one.
Wow.
the one?
For the government.
I mean, like we were just saying, with that jacket, have you got sunglasses here?
No.
Has anyone got sunglasses?
Glasses? Who's glasses?
Tinted. No,
Okay.
Would be fashion. You're from the Paris.
If you imagine you've got sunglasses on, and can you do the Matrix like? Can you do that in front of a camera?
Yeah, JB, do you want to do it over on
Yeah.
the?
You know when Neo gets shot at?
And then he dodges the bullets. So like,
You know in The Matrix?
Oh, that hat is driving you crazy. Okay, ready?
You know it?
have you seen the
Have you
Matrix?
seen Matrix?
One of the best
Okay.
films of
You've
all time.
seen the shot though of him like dodging the bullets.
Okay,
yeah.
ready.
Oh,
No,
that's a good
It's a
idea.
gun. Dush, 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 dush,
Doesn't know
dush,
it.
dush.
do me get my
Oh,
torch.
yeah.
You know what this is like? This is like if this is if Matrix 5 and it's in the future and Neo had a son who became an actuary. This is what he would look like.
George, do you look like your dad?
Do I?
Just trying
A
to
little bit.
Just trying to gauge, like,
Not really.
thinking about you as an older man. If that's you, that's your dad.
Yeah, a little bit. Bit grayer.
So, GB, can you explain what your dad actually does nowadays?
Oh, now he works for...
He cooks books for the cartel.
yeah, he does... So, interesting fact about superannuation in Fiji.
I was meaning to ask you one of those.
Yeah. Everyone in Fiji is on the same super fund. There's only one.
Oh God, what a racket!
And so he works for that super fund now.
Can you say with the rule?
The rule is, well, you know, with our supers, how it's like stocks, it goes up and down.
Mm.
In Fiji, it can only go up.
That's
So-
the
And
kind of place I
so
want to
it's
live in.
George's dad's job to make sure it just goes up.
Well, to make sure that they've got enough money in the bank. That
So if he
the economy
failed at his
crashes-
job, it would be unprecedented. Because if he went like,
Yeah.
I'm going to put him down, like you can't put him down.
Yeah,
so
you
just
can't-
how
yeah.
much he puts him
I
up.
think he just has to work out that they've got enough money in the bank to like make sure it can go up even a little bit.
Okay, gotcha.
So
yeah.
with the economy crashing last year because of COVID, bit of an issue.
Wait, so does he have to top up money then from the government?
I don't know, mate. I think he just he just looks at the figures and just goes, yeah, you can probably give them a little bit more here, or
Yeah, okay.
A lot of pressure on him.
yeah,
Are you a maths person?
no,
Hmm,
nah.
Interesting.
Stopped maths in year 10.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Further
Yeah.
maths? Is that what it was called? That was what it was called for me. Further
remember what it was
mathematics.
called. No, I think is that like the highest level one?
No.
Second, no.
It's the condescending.
Yeah,
Maths.
Ryan,
Yeah.
6 6s.
36.
36. Oh, 36, yeah. Yeah, but give me another one. I'm good at times table because I remember the songs.
8 8s.
64.
Doing those ones are probably the easiest. I'm a dummy and I know those ones.
Give me the hardest. What do you reckon? Maybe we can ask your dad. What's the hardest?
7 times 9.
63.
I don't know.
56.
So that's 7 8s.
7 9s. Hey Siri. Fuck. Hey Siri.
7 9s.
63.
Oh, that sounds good.
Am I right? 7 8 7s are 56. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Yeah, you're
this
right.
is a game that we should.
Did you? I mean,
This is electric television.
Did you? this is television.
Yeah.
No.
Television.
We hacked
Live
Channel
there.
9.
This
Now
is-
we're
this
actually
is-
being broadcast on Channel 9.
This is online television.
Oh, you know what we
Yeah.
got early this morning?
Mm.
Someone said Rove Live vibes.
Oh, in here.
Yeah.
Someone
Which
said
was a
that.
big compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's well. I mean, it must have been because the only
Toxic
time.
culture.
Let's get into it. Definitely not a toxic culture. A wonderful culture.
Yeah, that
Wonderful
was,
culture
that
for the
was-
record.
He's taking a big sip out of his.
Shandon.
Yeah,
God, these cups are great.
they are good,
They're
aren't
good.
they? They're cups that you just on a Friday night. Seriously, when you're sort of at home chilling, you'll stay hydrated.
What was the? I missed this part of the story, but what was the genesis behind?
I just felt like there wasn't any big cups in Australia,
Okay, yeah,
and so
Yeah. and it was your mission to
Yeah.
bring them
To
to
do
Australia.
a big cup.
So they're from overseas.
yes, they're from overseas. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they're from
America?
Yes.
Well, from America, that's a small cup.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
That's
so I
just
found
a gulp.
Yeah, it is actually.
Big gulp.
And so I did look at sort of there's some bigger ones.
We should take him to
I'm sure.
7-Eleven on Free Slurpee Day.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not silly. They're not ridiculous, are they?
No need to be silly.
Yeah, but what do you think of the color?
I like it. No, this is like I love this yellow.
Your yellow.
This is my yellow.
What else do you have in that color?
Well, those jumpers are kind of this yellow almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's like kind of gold yellow.
Yeah.
But it's like so the red, yellow, and blue that I have on my website that I use for my color, like the primary colors.
Right.
They're that blue, red, and yellow are the like computer system colors. So it's like if you boil down just the very core colors of a computer to like the 16 or whatever it is, that's the yellow.
Cool.
That's the yellow. Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you get them made in the carpet?
Yes.
Looks great.
Yeah. So the carpet in my studio.
Is that the different, the
the rumpus
squares.
room that I call an office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on a call like with proper people, like a proper work call in that room, and I was absolutely torn to shreds for
By the people.
my children's
Like daycare
playroom
sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were they in? Where were they?
Just like they're in their house. Boring.
Did you have any good comebacks that you couldn't say because they're proper meeting?
Yeah. I was like, fuck you.
That would have got him real good, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
stuff like that. Like,
Always
fuck
gets them.
you, fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, or, but I couldn't think of something that witty at the time, so I didn't say it.
Yeah.
So that you were being bullied.
Yeah, but it was in fun. But yeah, I'd like to make a formal complaint about it.
Is it
Yeah.
It's the way to do it, actually.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know.
Anything else you wanted to get? So Rove Live toxic.
No,
This meeting toxic.
this is more toxic
else?
than Rove Live. This is lovely. I'm having a great time. Now once this is done, like 1,000, is there
Just the whole show.
like this episode?
Yeah.
just today? Yeah.
What's other? Have you talked about past 1,000?
It's hard because we're thinking about milestones. They're all milestones before you've hit the 1,000. Then it's like 1,200 doesn't feel like.
It's like after you turn 21, it's a long wait till something fun again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so true, isn't it?
2K. Like 2,000's the real milestone.
1,500.
Yeah. So
But even
every
1,500.
500. Yeah, but yeah, you want the 2,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
But do you want 2,000? Is that like the next goal?
Well, we
It's
want
a
to get
fair
to
way away.
10,000. Sorry, 10 years is
that's right.
the plan.
That's right. How many episodes is that?
That's about
right.
3 and a bit thousand.
Okay. Jeez,
Yeah. Actually, have you got GB? You never used it. TJ doing the maths on Bodie's age with the podcast. Could you play that?
Oh, like how old Bodie will be.
I
Yeah.
fucked it.
Nah.
But that's why you want to play it.
Yeah.
That's exactly why you want to play it.
Yeah, no, I can just tell. Should I just tell him? Or
What did I say?
tell him, 'cause
2016.
Yeah.
It's
Well, the thing
funnier.
is, you can't speak because you haven't had a kid. But when you have a kid, there's the time that you conceive, which is in 1 year, and then you birth the next year. So it fucks my head to think when Amy got pregnant versus when the baby came, and I just I've lost sleep in those years beyond that.
GB, what did he say? What was the idea?
No, you were just talking about, we should start getting bits to play to Bodhi when he's older. And you're like, yeah, I mean, by the time we've done 1,000 episodes, he'll be able to watch it.
Yeah, he was actually in here today on the couch sitting there
True.
watching it.
Yeah.
What does he think about it?
I think he loves it. He sees himself on there. But so think about it, that's exactly what happened today. So I don't know how that's wrong. But we were playing a video.
Look, I didn't want to end on a blow
we were
up.
playing a video.
Blow up.
Don't you fucking start.
Yeah, don't bring your
Explosive idea.
This is not Rove Live.
It's just called Rove by the end, but no big deal.
So we were playing a video of Josh looking after Bodhi as a baby for the day. It was like, strapped to Josh, taking him around. But Bodhi's watching it. And we're cutting to Bodhi as a...
Did he recognise?
Oh, he loves it. He's obsessed. He's a narcissist.
Yeah. Where does
Learn
he
from the
get that?
best.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
It's
Has he got a drone yet?
Oh, it's so
he's
funny.
obsessed.
With drones. Well,
How do you know that he was like that? Is actually he every time
because I remember when you got your drone. I remember you doing those amazing drone things. Obsessed with it. Like I feel like that would be one of the first things that he would.
He's literally like, so TJ's been really busy in the last few days, and so he hasn't seen Bodhi that much. But every time they're FaceTiming, calling, he's saying, "I want to use a drone. I want to use a drone.
Where's the drone?
Where's the drone?"
I mean, it is magic.
The
really.
drone. He's obsessed with the drone. We're flying it tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's your drone etiquette? Like in public spaces?
Real loose.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't fly it a great deal now.
Yeah.
Back in the
used to
day,
be. You could
back
do
in the
it.
day I flew, but I just didn't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So flying over crowds of people, you don't know.
Yeah. But do you
Near
need
airports.
for what you were doing? Because don't you need like a pilot's license to fly a drone? Or
You
is
got a
that
hat like that? You don't need one. It's called cowboy style.
But is that true or is that not true?
No, so when I first got it, there was no
rules.
That wasn't there. Like even the CASA app to like say that you want to fly it in a certain area.
Oh, we've got someone out the front.
This looks like someone wants to putt. Oh, is that a bag? This looks like someone maybe wants to putt.
Oh,
This
really?
could be a putt.
Do you want to?
No, because they hit it and
JB,
walked
do you
off.
wanna
Yeah, he's in a shirt and pants.
Who is this?
Am I too late?
G'day. How you going?
Good. George.
How are you? What's your name?
David.
David.
Oh, David's going to have a putt.
That's all, David. All good?
David's here, guys.
Okay, David's going to have a
George
putt.
has crumbled. He's bringing him through the door.
Sorry, go out that way.
It's through
sorry.
Here we go. GB, has he got a microphone? I guess you do. Perfect.
He does.
I've got a microphone.
Where's he from?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Play our
Ask all
Monte.
the questions. Ask all the
right.
questions, GB.
This is great.
Line up the balls, George. They're not ready.
He's good.
David is here to putt for a cut, ladies and gentlemen.
G'day, David.
There, speaker there,
Welcome.
camera there. Putter. Where'd you put that broom, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that was not right. That was... Who was that? That was Jules.
What do you need?
Here it is.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, David is putt for a cup.
Finished the rugby. Oh, great. Right,
Here we go. Come on, David.
He's got the first one. He's got it straight away.
Give the man multiples.
Oh, well done, David. That's an amazing effort.
Wow.
How did you get here?
And where are you from?
Where are you from?
I live in Craigieburn, but I just came from the rugby. I work at the rugby.
Amazing.
Storm killed the Roosters tonight. So,
Yes.
Craig,
Storm.
how do you know about the show? How have you found us?
well, I was listening to Craig Harper once.
Yeah.
And I heard that you guys were on it, and I've been following you ever since for the last 12 months, actually.
Amazing.
So good.
Thanks so much, David.
No worries. You're doing a
Absolute
good job.
legend. Thanks so much,
Thanks,
mate.
buddy.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a legend.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Does he want any chips?
It's
Seriously,
it's-
wouldn't
Give
want
him
any
a
chips.
beverage. Give him a traveller.
Johnson Macca's chips. He does.
He does?
Does he?
All right, come get some chips.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
Oh, great. There we
Yeah,
go.
This is great.
All right.
Thanks so much, David.
All right, thank you guys.
Cut to the door cam.
All right, back open. Thanks, David.
George is in the garage, I think. He's in Ryan's car.
15 minutes to go, he said.
David!
Oh, only 15 minutes for us.
Oh, David. I got him, Craig. See you, David.
15 minutes left until you're done. How you
Is
feeling
it?
about that?
40? Oh,
It's crazy.
You're ready. You're done. You're over it.
No.
Sure.
we had a few breaks just to split up the stream so that it can
split the
stay.
stream.
Yeah, split the stream so it can stay on YouTube. We did the whole 24-hour live stream. We couldn't save it down to YouTube, and we didn't want to export the whole thing. So this is nice because we've done it in blocks
Oh, great.
and a few minutes in between, which is why I paused it, and it's saying it's 39 minutes, which is basically just after 11 or 11.
Yeah, okay.
How good's that? How
And are
good?
you making notes as you go, as the day goes, George, or is it just
Haven't been, sorry.
No, it's just going to be a massive edit for you.
No. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Next week I'll be able to smash it out.
You know what could be? I mean, I certainly don't want to be the one to come in here and criticize anything about this incredible world that you've created, but GB's backdrop, like,
Yeah.
It's not great, is it?
I mean, it'd be great to have just something. I don't know,
Yeah.
just to even give a little bit of depth to that black corner. It's just maybe even like an uplight could be.
An uplight
Should I get a
would be
light
good.
from the garage?
Well, we got a downlight. Turn the uplight into a downlight.
Just to light up the curtains or something like that.
He is getting a little lost, isn't he?
Yeah, it was just a little thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
GB's really upset.
Be careful. Don't take out a wire that takes out everything.
Great
Just
call.
'cause there's been-
No, how annoying would that be?
we you know what you can do if you want to get one of the. We actually don't need to fix it. That's what we've learnt, Ryan. Thank you. This was actually a lesson. That was a piece of dialogue to get us to talk about the lesson of the 1,000 episodes.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be perfect, mate.
True.
There's people who would have every light on their GB and their show
they should.
is shit.
It's only a point of comparison because the rest of it looks so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
It's kind of my character, though, I guess, just sort of in the corner.
yeah, but you're a fucking important character.
I appreciate it.
You want a fucking important background.
Thank you.
Yeah. Some sort of little something. Just
Maybe
like
a green screen?
a sheriff badge or something.
Sure.
Oh, green screen's great. And then you can control what's going on.
Yeah. We did green screen once. It looked pretty shit.
Well, but that's kind of the charm of green screen.
That's the
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
That's the joke, I guess.
That's a good idea. A little pull up green screen.
We've got
two. We got two that we got.
paid a bunch of money. This is the thing. Like, how much have we battled with internally about what we want to do versus what we can do right now?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why this studio's had seen so many versions of the desk. It's like when you're a kid and you rearrange your room, you're like, oh my God, I've got a fucking new room. I just moved into a new apartment.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It's just a little room, but it feels different.
I mean, that 45K number was that a joke based on...
Did you tell me that?
No.
You told me that. Or did you say
I wouldn't be
425 or
surprised.
did you say 45?
Do you know what I think happened? There was a YouTube comment that said, look at these guys.
They're trust fund babies.
No. There was one where...
Dude, technically, I think you're close.
Yeah,
if you think about the equipment, everything we have, I've got a spreadsheet. It's close. It's close.
I know,
to
but I
it.
think that it was someone said, I can't believe these guys have spent $45,000 on a studio with the amount of following they have.
Yeah,
which is okay.
Oh, I think that's the best thing. Well, what else?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
That's a loser that said
Cups. Yeah.
Anyone who's willing to say that online is a fucking loser.
Well,
Are we
someone who
getting
just
too, are we
doesn't
getting too
understand.
toxic?
No. Well, it's the value of this goes far beyond the value of the items themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love what you guys have got here. It's such an exciting space. Like, for someone who like makes things myself, like to have just this set up and just be able to walk on and turn it on, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. There was a few little bit more setup that we did for episode 1000, but I think we'll like make a bunch of it permanent. Because it's like just the extra cameras and things. And
Yeah, so haven't you got like 1, 2,
we got like
3, 4,
8 or
5?
something.
I hate
Because we got some like random shots upstairs as well, which we haven't cut to at all. But you know
And were they set up for today, or are they always set up?
Yeah, no, they were set up.
Okay. So are those cables like running through the roof or something?
No, so some of them are wireless, and then others are using network cables. So they're using Ethernet.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
But it's funny, think about us moving into this place, and it has some of the infrastructure, like the network, all this stuff. Like it was built for like an old office where there's, in here there's all these power boards. It's like the most random thing, but it's totally served what we're doing, like sending all the footage upstairs through the Ethernet. It works well. Like it's crazy. Do you connect dots on things that are happening in life, like how things have played out for the better? Like I
to look
met,
back.
this person, or we connected because we then were going to create this.
Yeah,
do you get a bit like
definitely. Yeah, especially for the good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Like, and you figure out this. You mean the sliding doors kind of moment?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Love that. Yeah, I mean the biggest one for me was probably when we were 22-ish, and we'd done. When I say we, it's like me, Hamish, Andy, Tim Bartley, Radio Karate. We'd done a show on Channel 31 called Radio Karate. 6 episodes, that's all we did. And we were sort of like just after or during uni we did that. And after that finished, I'd planned to go on like a backpacking kind of one-way ticket trip to Europe, to London, and then just go around Europe and just do that trip, that kind of gap year, ironically, thing. And it was like, everything was packed. I had a farewell party.
It took me a sec to realise why it was ironic.
Yes. Well, the show
because he
that
works
we made,
on Gap Year.
the Hamish Andy's Gap Year we made that years later. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get
wasn't worth stopping down for. Thanks, Josh. So I was tickets, like plane ticket was bought. I was like gonna stay with friends in London when I got there. Excuse me. And it was all ready to go, and I was due to leave on like, say like the Monday or something. And a week before that, we got a call from a producer at Channel 7 asking, and they were a producer from, there was a show called Big Bite, which was like a sketch show on Channel 7 years ago, like during the second sketch boom of Australian TV, where there was Skid House, Big Bite, Comedy Inc. It was just like suddenly everyone had sketch shows.
Why?
I don't know. There's sort of like, I think TV shows just sort of go in trends. I think all of a sudden something gets popular.
Is it a funding thing though? Like, is it just more like, was there more cash at that time?
Potentially, yeah. It could have been like script, like, networks have there's a certain amount of hours they have to produce of all different types of TV programs. So like scripted things, they have to produce a certain amount of hours of. But also at the time, there was also just this, I think people were nostalgic from like nostalgic for full frontal and fast forward and stuff. And this was like the second coming of that. Anyway, so Channel 7 did Big Bite, and that had like Chris Lilly and Andrew O'Keefe and Kate McCartney, and there's this bunch of people who have gone to do different things. And then they were getting ready to do the second season of that. And for the second season, a new group of producers took over and asked, and saw our Channel 31 show somehow, got in contact with us and asked us if we'd want to come and audition for the second season of this new Big Bite show, or Big Bite show. And I was meant to go. Oh no, I was meant to go on the Thursday, and the audition was for like the Monday after that. And so going back into that, this was before any of us had any like TV work. Maybe Hamish was like, maybe he was writing on like Tracy and Matt, like the Fox FM breakfast show. Like maybe he was there, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
did any of you think you were going to make it, or
No, none at all, not at all. Like I thought I wanted to, but I definitely was in the mode of thinking, well, who does? Like this is before streaming video on the internet, so this is truly the only real way in was to get on a TV show on commercial television, which is just such a long shot. So certainly wasn't thinking it was a reality. So when they said, do you want to come and audition? I kind of then had to choose, do I go on this trip that I've been looking forward to and bought the ticket, said bye to everyone, packed my bags, or do I like cancel the ticket and go to this like random audition for this Channel 7 show that we probably won't even get? And so I chose to do the audition, and then I didn't get like a job as a main cast, but I got job as like Hamish and Andy got jobs as main cast, and I got a job as like supporting cast and a writer in like the writer's room. And so I often think about that as a massive choice that, I mean, who knows what would have happened? Might have ended up the same way, but I think not. Because I reckon if I went away, I reckon potentially if I missed that opportunity, I would have missed my chance to get on the, maybe if I came back like 8 months, 8 months later, the show would have been started and finished by then because it didn't last very long. And then I reckon there's a chance that I would have just missed that opportunity and then would have come back and like Hames, Andy and Tim would be working on the Channel 7 show. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll work in advertising.
What did you do with your ticket? Do you remember?
No, I think I had to pay like a $200 cancel fee or whatever.
And you never went?
Never went.
Wow.
Never been to Europe?
Have been to Europe, but not by myself. Yeah. No, I don't even really know why I was going.
What do you like about London?
Oh, what's that?
That's water.
Oh, thanks, Barry.
Another big cup. You can have that one
I've
too.
got 3 now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. GB, have you got anything in the archive that you want to play as the archivist? You can say no if you don't.
But are you guys going to talk about what lessons? I wanted to hear more about that. What have you learned?
Now that was great. I like listening to yours.
Yeah.
Your lessons.
Yeah, but it wasn't really. It was just more of a little memory.
No, I like this.
Do you have that a version of that?
So, I mean, if Josh and I stopped doing the podcast when you went away, which was an opportunity, a possibility, I think we even mentioned it on the show that we might not do it every day, and one of our previous guests said, that was a chance that, or that sticking through that was like how you build the early momentum or the habit. You build the habit. And so, yeah, I mean, it's all these little things, all these little things that can change everything. Have there been any or many days where either of you have gone, I really don't want to do this show today? Yeah, now, Ryan.
No, like in all, like seriously,
definitely.
You've like worked, I really can't do
I think
it.
Like probably times like during COVID as well.
Oh yeah.
Where it sort of felt like, okay, well, everything's pretty hard. But I think that, and we said this in our video that we did with our mate Matt Diavella, it's like, what is the other option?
Oh, I watched that. That was great.
Yeah, what could we actually do instead? So if I wasn't doing a podcast with TJ, like what else would I do? Start another podcast?
You find something, but
I feel like you guys have done so many things, and you're very self-motivated.
Yeah.
Well, from what I can tell, I feel like you guys would just be doing something. You guys would just do something else.
I think the thing is that the point I guess is that we would be doing something else, but they would have the exact same problems, the same friction, like working with it within a team, like all of those, the friction doesn't go away. And so part of it is like, if that's the only reason, if the reason is that you're getting pissed off with like, in a team environment or whatever it is, like that is just going to literally transfer from thing to thing. And so, like I think that's part of it is, I think the long-term game of all of this stuff is it's almost like the stock market stuff, which is like riding the lows. Like it all evens out. Everything's on an upwards trajectory, just not all at once.
Yeah.
So it's like you zoom out and you are making progress, but it's not linear. And so
what's been the thing for you that has felt like progress, or that has given you the sense of either moving forward or upwards?
Oh, well,
momentum?
Definitely starting. So when I started this website I do, which is Ryan with 11wise.com, and started giving myself this sort of monthly discipline where I make something new every month and release it to whoever wants to see it, just for no other reason, just because I like making things. that was a huge turning point because I actively chose to stop developing the TV ideas that I was developing with like actual production companies, things that could potentially turn into actual shows. It was like an active choice to stop doing that and put my attention to this little project that was never going to earn me money, but was going to essentially give me the opportunity to just make things. That has been a huge turning point just in just my it's reinvigorated me in what I do and given me more of like, it's reminded me of like why I do this, and I don't get stuck in the trying to figure out the game of selling. I'm actually trying to figure out the game of making. And it's just a huge difference, and it's just been a massive game changer.
Were you stuck in an old pattern, or like in that, or chasing an old goal, old dream, doing that?
Well, it's like I spoke to you guys about this on that live show where I forever since I was a kid, all I wanted was to have my own TV show. That was the thing that I sort of chose, but really that was just my childhood dream. It's like it's the equivalent of like I was still wanting to be a firefighter. You know what I mean? Like when kids want to be a firefighter when they're or a cowboy, astronaut, or sorry, cowboy. Yeah, and that happened. So I was still chasing this thing, and I guess I did maybe lose sight a little bit of what it was and of why I was doing it. So yeah, it was that's been like, I think like now that website and all the things on there is probably the most. If someone was to say, "What does your brain look like?" I could at least point towards that and go like, well, that's the most me thing that I've done, I think. Yeah. Not the thing that I'm like, not that I'm not proud of all the other stuff that I've done that I've like, especially like the stuff that I've produced on or written on. Like I love all that stuff. But as far as me as a performer and a creator, like that's me.
But the thing is, like, it's not even, I think, like, I even forget all the other stabs that you had in doing something similar, like your Instagram series, Cliff, was it?
Yeah, Cliff. Like, Cliff's very me.
Yeah,
in a weird way.
Yeah, but the thing is, like that was an early version of what Ryan.com was.
Yep. Yeah. Good pronunciation too.
Thank you.
Cliff was probably the first thing that I did that was just like a silly yet relatively well-produced thing that didn't have any chance or intention of becoming something bigger.
The interesting, but also on that, I remember you did some of the rounds where it was like you're on Nova or maybe even H&A doing some like media stuff. Like there was still a bit of the television in lights.
Yeah.
Ryan Shelton that like you're like, okay, I'm going to release it, where it's like it feels like you're very much more comfortable now with just being like, oh, this is on for the internet and I put it out to the world and it doesn't need to have any approval from old media.
Yeah, and all those things, like nothing that I'm making on there, and I genuinely mean this, it's like nothing that I'm making there am I making like thinking that, well, hopefully someone sees this and it can become the pilot for something more. Like a lot of the things that I'm making on there, like that is what it is. Like it can't, there's no life outside of that necessarily. But it's just nice to be able to like finish things and go like, well, that's that. And now I can move on to something else.
Yeah. TJ, how long have we got?
Oh, good question.
We have 21 minutes. Very close.
Long, is it?
You guys need to start talking about yourselves.
But
we've done that for 999. So.
You can ask some questions if you like.
Yeah, do you want to interview us?
Yeah, okay.
Flipping the thing.
Oh, it's getting wacky.
So, okay, here's a question for each of you. So, what would, and maybe this is
not
just
too hard.
It can be dirty.
Don't go too hard.
Yeah,
like I'm happy for it to be dirty.
No, like, what would show 1000 Josh say to show 1 Josh?
Good question.
That's a great question.
What would 1000 say to?
I'll ask you the same.
Okay.
I would say.
Thanks, mate.
I think it's like maybe something around something around ignoring the ignoring the bad signs or ignoring the negative talk from the process. Like I think for me, like it's like
from yourself.
Yeah. I think like just the maybe I could be doing something better, or like we should be pushing this more, or things like that. I think that probably if the only reason that we got to episode 1000 is because we redefined what success looked like. So I think that like what I thought from episode 1 was that 1,000 episodes, you get to some sort of level of perfect, or from 700 to 1,000, like it's this sort of this growth where you get to this perfect product. Where I think it's realizing that from like you'll have 100 episodes where you're not feeling as good as you did on the 300 to 400. So I think it's just like don't be driven by the negative thoughts around the product.
That's great.
Does that make sense?
So be driven by. So focus on the positives of it.
Yeah, well, no, I think focus on, it's like focusing on the process, which I think is what we ended up doing really well, which is like focusing on, which I think like internally I can criticize myself on, which is like we don't have enough structure. We could do this, we could do that, like all of these things, but that's like the only reason that we're doing like if we had a fucking run sheet and all that sort of thing, it probably would have imploded. Like the reason this format has been designed so that we can, like at the moment, we can run a business and have clients and do all that sort of thing and still serve a community.
Yeah.
Whereas if I tried to make it the perfect version, I don't think it would have survived.
So if you had a run sheet and you were like writing segments and it was like a proper, you needed like the prep every day. So you were spending all this time prepping a show. Yeah, gotcha.
We wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Tommy.
Good question. I was just listening to that and I wasn't thinking about my own.
Big mistake.
So there's a few things. It won't be what you think it will be, but what I've learned is that is all just thinking about what the future will hold versus needing to actually experience every day and navigating that and actually learning along the way. Like the difference in my thinking, it feels so different. Like,
what's different?
Oh, I feel like I'm just so much more aware of my thinking, and
like on a day-to-day basis.
On a day-to-day, just in a present moment, which feeds into communication with people and everything that I do. But what else? It can sometimes feel like I'm trying to sort of do points that Josh didn't mention. So it's like it can feel. So what would I say to episode 1? Even when there's people around, it can feel like there's no one around. Meaning people listening, not actual friends, but it's like community. And doing something like this is like we're getting sent lots of stuff. It's all just like things that are token, but it's a reminder, and even seeing the stuff GB does of like, you forget all of that. But that's like, as much as I reckon I've been more present in my life than I've ever been, that's still I have such a small capability for remembering all the shit we've done and the amazing moments because they're just gone.
Yeah.
And next minute it's fucking 3 years later.
Yeah.
And everything's different, but it feels like nothing's different.
Well, it feels like we're not always like moving forward to the point where it's like even I think that we are very good at looking back at things with rose-colored glasses. And so coming into episode 1000, I think the feeling that we had was like, it's not going to be like the 24-hour stream, or like, is anyone going to listen? Or is it like, but then we look and it's like, it's been the most successful thing. Like, I guess I even catch myself saying that it's like redefining success. It's like, we only just show up or whatever, and what happens.
Even that phrase of like, you saying, we look at everything with rose-colored glasses. Like it's actually probably a good thing to do. But
the problem is that it's only good if you can give yourself that in the moment. If you have rose-colored glasses for
Tough
what's
time.
behind you.
Mm.
And even if you have it in front of you, but if you can't work on the present,
Oh yeah.
then you're sort of in this conundrum where it's like you're not where you need to be because
And the past will always be better
Yeah.
than it was,
Mhm.
and the future will be brighter and better looking than the current time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. So it's like all the things you learn, all the things we've done, you forget.
Mhm.
The mind, like your mind, just has such a little capacity for remembering all the good, and all you think about is pain. Like it's because it's all consuming, right?
Well, the negativity is louder as well. The negativity is louder, but also like I think it's things like having David come and do the part, which is really cool.
That's so
I called
true.
him
It's like-
Craig. I think I called him
You
Craig.
because you mentioned
Because
Craig
Craigie
Harper.
Byrne. And Craigie Byrne.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
two
that's-
A
Craigs.
lot of Craig. I mean,
But yeah, no, that stuff like seeing David, I think that's like really cool because it's like, oh, this is like, out in the world and someone's
That's not
having-
a friend or
yeah,
a
yeah.
connection to a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
someone living their life that's coming home, that's putting for a fucking daily talk show.
Yeah. I'd love to know how drunk he was
yeah, he definitely.
we should have breathoed for it before I cut.
because he got a hole in one. So that's like John Daly.
I am the John Daly of Melbourne. That's sort of the vibe with pants and stuff.
Well, John Daly, not that I'm not a golf person, but as you are now.
Yeah. Hugely. Have you
John
seen that?
Daly. Oh, didn't
Tightless.
even realize.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
You're the real deal.
Yeah. When I messaged Rye about the show, I sort of was very keen on the episode 1000 stuff, and I tried to sort of merge it in with golf chat.
I don't really play golf, so I'm
Yeah. But then I tried. So Ryan was very clear to me and said, "Look, I don't play golf."
Mm.
But then I felt the need to say, like, "But do you have fun when you play?" Like I tried to keep the golf conversation going.
That's unlike you, dude.
Can I ask you? I just noticed because you vision switch the
Yes.
show.
Just for the like we actually that's
Just for
one
the
thing
live
we
stream.
stopped a bunch, but yeah, for all the
so you
live
don't
stuff.
do it every show.
Not all the
This
time.
is
no,
setup
no.
is not like this normally.
Yeah, it's not always like this.
Oh, really?
A
What is it
lot
normally like?
Less like this.
We don't even have this office. We just rented this for the this is.
But no, what I was going to ask is when you're vision switching, because I
Mm-hmm.
can see the program monitor there. Are you? Because
Is
I
this
think
a criticism?
Not at
Because
all.
this is
No.
feeling pretty
I think
negative.
this is what I would do if I was switching.
You try and preempt stuff, maybe.
Or I would like time my talk. I would be able to make the correct edits for when you cut to me,
Mhm.
like because you'll be able to like hold off what you're going to say,
Yeah.
and then cut to you in the
I like
right
a
moment.
bit of power.
An editor knows what I mean. Do you know what I mean,
Yeah,
George?
it's like-
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's just like it's like you know what? Edit.
yeah.
You have
It's a
full
bit-
control.
It's a bit like that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But
definitely.
Mm.
Any observation, like anything that I could improve in regards to the switching?
Oh
or-
no. But like I love this control panel.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's fucking awesome.
Do you want some echo before we go? Do you want to do something with some reverb?
I was thinking we can do a countdown.
How long
It's
we got?
12 and a half minutes to go.
It's quite the countdown.
No, but it's from 30 seconds. I'll keep an eye on it.
With what you're wearing, I don't know if you're comfortable with this.
Would you take it off? Would you be a cowboy?
Can you lose the fucking hat?
No, so when I was a kid, I loved Russell Coight, All Aussie Adventures.
Yeah.
If I played El Monte, which is one of our favourite songs, which we've been playing a bit today.
Yeah.
Would you do sort of an old school sort of Russell Coight
line dance?
Yeah,
I'll give it a go.
Just near the.
When we were doing the road trip, I saw a big Land Cruiser kind of outdoor like outback car, and the number plate was just Coit.
That's great. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to give you this shot. So just go back a little bit.
George, come
more.
over here so Josh can cut
Okay.
between a wide on the that camera.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh yeah, this is this is really good. Alrighty, and we're going to play El Monte. Give me a second. I'm just going to turn up the. Hang on. Stand by. Okay. Alrighty, and now introducing Ryan Shelton with a traditional Russell Coight line dance. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Woohoo. Keep going. Yeah. For the whole song.
What about if he line dances over to his seat? This is our Monte.
Hey.
Yeah, watch out. Nine minutes of line dancing
That
left.
was spot on. Lion Shelton.
I blacked out. What happened?
I think I did too. Oh my
Do you need
goodness.
some toilet paper?
Yeah, absolutely. Shut myself.
GB, you would have loved that.
I love that.
Line dancing fan? Quite fan?
Big line dancing fan.
Big line dancing.
You know what, actually, when I... What was that?
I said line dancing fan.
I like, yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw that Coit car when I was on the bloody road trip, mate, saw the car and I was like, I haven't messaged Glenn Robbins in so long, but I was like, well, this is, if there's ever an opportunity to message Glenn.
Yeah.
So I messaged him the phone. I didn't even know it was his number still. Messaged him. Is there like a feedback?
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Turn it down a bit. Sorry. Stand by.
It's putting me off.
There you go, Zach.
Technical difficulties. Where was I? Where am I?
I can't see George.
So, and I sent it to Glenn, and I was like, he's gonna fucking love this. And the reply the next morning was still his number. He replied, but I was expecting firstly, amazing. How cool is that? And thank you, Ryan, so much for messaging me. But it was like, yep, still me. Very good. Love it. Like, it's like, come on.
And so did you
Robbins.
write back and say, would you attend my wedding?
Yeah, I just wrote back, never again.
I once gave Glenn a lift home when he had a broken leg.
You're
Great story.
designated.
Great story.
What was the context?
Because he's very close with my best friend Reese Mitchell and their family. And I was just around there once. That was when I had a fancy BMW and he had a broken leg and he's like, I need to go home. I was like, you want a lift? He's like, yeah. And then I gave him a lift.
What'd you talk about?
I can't remember. Maybe I blacked out.
Yeah.
Just like you just then.
Were you
Next
nervous
minute I met
driving?
him, he said- No, he said, I've met him a bunch of times at Reese's place.
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Tommy's car had a DVD player, didn't it? Screens?
Not DVD.
Screens.
Just, it had a TV player.
Was this the radio days?
Nah, stripping days.
Oh, fuck, the golden days.
Yeah.
How much did you do that for?
How long?
Yeah.
A year and a bit? 2
It's
years?
amazing you did that.
Yeah, weird moment in my
How
life.
much
Brilliant.
did you say? How much did you say the repayments were on that car?
600 a month?
Worth it?
Nah. Actually, it was for a bit.
Mm.
What do you think you're making as a stripper?
600?
just covering the
Like
car.
I say, you make your repayments, all good.
Yeah.
Right, so, but how much were you making stripping?
Oh, I don't know.
What's in your bank account right now?
Not as much as yours.
Okay, so stripping.
600, I don't know, 800, $1,000 you could make in a night. It's not like the girls at Men's Gallery.
Yeah, okay.
They can make.
But
like
where were you
$5,000.
stripping? Where were you doing it?
Homes.
Oh, like hens
like
parties and
out
stuff,
on
yeah.
out on call.
Out on call. You're not a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Have you on this show? Have you gone through any of the stories of that time?
Oh yeah, probably a bunch. Play the montage. No, but the main thing was doing the tour of New Zealand, which it was like a stage show, like Manpower.
How many of you?
There was 4 in the actual stripping team.
Do you guys keep in touch?
Nah, one guy was from Sweden. And he was living in Sydney, and he I think he got deported. But he was a lovely guy, and I went up and hung out with him in Sydney.
Yeah.
One of the other guys that was on Facebook, they were just a collective group of cats.
Yeah.
But it was really a interesting moment in my life where it was like,
were people buying tickets for that?
dude, there was like 400 women at a couple of the shows.
And you're on a stage doing like a
Stage in
choreographed routine.
shitty, like motel vibe, like pub in
And you were
Rotorua.
dancing.
And it was a stage show. And so I'd go for like, an hour and a half.
Wow.
I was sweating, like it was
Are there
dancing.
photos and videos from those days?
Yeah, heaps. I'll text them to you. Fuck. No, but it was weird. I had moments like on stage, just what am I doing? Like,
Yeah, I bet.
it's sort of, which was the,
Paying
it was
off
the
a
end.
BMW.
It was the end of it.
It had red leather seats.
Red leather seats. I actually lent that to Jacko when I was over in New Zealand. Just gave it to Jacko.
Oh,
Mate,
really?
fucking
That's nice.
do you want the keys on my Beamer? Yeah. Here you go, baby.
What a bro.
Anyway, gone are those days, and gone is the rig that I once had.
But that was a special rig, though, wasn't it? At the
It
time.
was a good. It was,
We're not
it was
talking
good
about the
for me.
car.
No, I know. When Tommy says the rig, I know what he's talking about. Yeah. Oh,
Weird times. Anyway,
How long?
Mate, go home.
4.5 minutes. Oh, so I wanted to just start thanking some Gronks. There's a bunch of people on the live stream, Ryan, on YouTube. Olivia, Yas, Trevor, Whitey. Who else have we got? MB, George's mum. Give George's mum a shout out.
Hey, MB. What's the M stand for?
Mama
Mummy.
Bear.
Mama.
Oh,
Bear.
not Mama Boy.
Dean. Got a message from Rob Ward. Congrats on 1,000. Massive effort. Thanks for the content. I'm listening to you guys now, thinking that we only really have right now, not the past, not the future, only now. Well done, boys.
Thank you.
Enjoy. That's Robbie Ward. Harry's on here. Glenn, BK. All the Gronks have come out.
Obviously, a massive thank you to our partners.
Yes.
To Breezer.
Charles. Oh, sorry. Production partners or
Amos, who is at home,
Yeah.
and Han as well.
Yeah.
The support of theirs is very much appreciated.
Yeah, everybody who's helped out. Jess, who's not here. Mr. 97, who was in that video. There's so many great people that have been a part of this journey. And it's awesome. That video that we played you, Ryan, the people in it have become friends. They've been acquaintances. Now they're, a part of the wacky world we're doing.
It's great. It's an amazing thing, and I've said this to you guys, and I've said it to Josh a number of times, but it is such an who am I to say? But it's in my eyes such an impressive, brilliant, inspiring thing that you guys started, but then continue to do. And I think not only is it in my mind like inspiring that you started it and decided to do it, but the fact that you've kept with it, I think, is the thing that really can show people that it's like that you can just keep doing it. And like, no doubt, and I, having listened to that amazing episode that you guys did recently, what was that one where you talked about?
Yeah,
like,
the
past
big changes, like talking about big changes.
Yeah, like that was I just loved that episode. So whatever number that was, I don't know.
Do you remember, GB?
Bring it up.
Archivist.
Because people should, I really think people should listen to that if you haven't listened to it. It's just such a beautiful, honest, vulnerable thing that you got, and really a really lovely thing to do for people. And but just the fact that you're still doing it, and then you've got like Georgie Boy, and you got you Jess, and and Mr. 97, and the whole crew. It's very inspiring, I think, to show people that you don't need to be given permission or selected. You don't need to be chosen by a network, radio network, TV network to do this. Like, yes, the way you've done it, like it's $45,000, but but like the way you started was not that. And it's just a very, very cool thing. And I know you guys know that, but I wanted to say it because it's yes, I've like done TV stuff and I've done radio things and whatever, but this is extremely, like, to me, this is the dream. Like, this is, and if you can sustain this is the magic, I think, in my mind.
Thanks, Ray.
Who else?
Also, big thank you to everyone that's been on the show today.
Yes.
Pete Shepherd. Obviously, we had Happy Harry, Scooter Derek, Pete Shepherd, Jem Watts, Jules Lund, Stacey June, Crystal Andrews, Ben Fordham, Trev Long, Jack Post, Matt Diavella, Craig Harper, and of course,
Ryan Shelton.
Shelt Dog.
And all of the
Cowboy
of the first responders, the Uber drivers that have delivered the food today. They were first on the call.
Yeah, and also, everyone that's come out for a pup, whether it's David, Wombat. Who else have we had? We've had a bunch. A bunch.
And there should be a montage at some point.
Whitey.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Happy New Year! We're done.
Well done.